Go beyond. Plus Ultra. Oh my god, bro. What is going on, every man? I just got done watching My Hero last night, bro. The last season. Damn, that shit was sad. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Them fights was crazy. Them fights out to my nigga Bakugo. Big Bakugo, cuz. Oh my god. I have not played not one single My Hero game. Not even that fucking Battle Royale. But if I do, I'm playing my boy Bakugo, bro. I gotta show him love. If I do decide to install, I think that shit free to play anyway, that Battle Royale game. Yeah, if I do install that bitch and play it, Bakugo, big Bakugo, them boys was fighting for their life. And everybody else, bro. Oh my god, Bakugo, Deku, oh, damn. Damn. One thing I hate though that happened in My Hero is that bro lost one for all. That's the only thing I hate. Granted, low key he doesn't really need it anymore because, you know, all for one and shit is he's dead, he's gone. So I mean, he wouldn't really need it anyway. But still, that's the only thing, the only goddamn thing. Other than that shit was crazy, bro. It's been a crazy 10 years, man. That's crazy. I remember when I first watched this, like, bro, I remember all of that. That shit crazy. Oh my god. Anyway, we back with it, man. Beyond Dragon Ball Super, bro. This nigga Raijin still crashing out. Yeah, it's not looking good for our boys too, bro. Cause he putting belt to ass on our niggas. Like he really incinerated Brohan. Oh my god. Like he just bye. Dracarys, he just gone. That fucking that flame had to be potent to be incinerated like that, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Took bro off the senses, put a hole in Goku. Goku still getting holes in him. That's just crazy work. But yeah, I don't know how these niggas are going. At this point, they're just fighting to survive. We have no backup coming too. It's like, okay, it's up for us. It really is. But anyway, hit the video over the like, man. Comment down below, subscribe, man. All that good jazz. You feel me? Got the ad. Let's get over to 2 milli putting in the works. You feel me? But yeah, without further ado, let's dive on in. My ears.
As our story now continues, following the initial battle now being waged on Raijin's God King Mountain, involving
Piccolo,
verse 7 strongest warriors having to go up against Raijin directly, to which it was only just upon with Raijin being shown having to rain down a storm of energy blasts. Just
where the fuck Piccolo came from? Am I tripping? That's gonna run video? No, I didn't. No, this the right video. Where the hell Piccolo came from? Okay.
before a massive hand was then shown having to cover everyone and having to shield them was when Kibi went on to then quickly respond.
Oh yeah, Kibi digivolved and whatnot.
End up getting out here, we mustn't let him. Wait a minute now, and just where in the world did this?
Oh yeah, he was saying that shit out. Yeah.
For this must be one of your own now, isn't it, Goku? With Goku being shown having to look on up by responding, hey, yeah, it actually is.
Big
well, it's good
Piccolo
to see
the
you
brick.
to finally make your way up here to aid us against this monster, Piccolo. But
Piccolo, you should have stayed home.
So long to go and reach
you should have stayed home, Piccolo.
I can only go and imagine that you didn't even know that we were up here to begin with while you were down there, with giant orange Piccolo being shown climbing up on the mountain by then responding, what took me so long? Goku, are you serious? Or have you even went and stopped for just one moment to realize on just how incredibly dense and suffocating the air becomes when you start to ascend towards this mountain up here? For every single breath feels like I'm inhaling razor blades, Piccolo continues, and every step upwards multiplies the gravity until your bones are practically being crushed. And
good
so
training.
I don't want to go and hear it because all the while I had some unwanted company.
Oh my
down there
god, Piccolo, you got hit with the "you're wide open." Oh my god, right in the sternum. Did I not like the video? Oh, I'm like, I did. Oh my, I told you, you should have stayed home, big dog.
And ambushed me left and right, but now all of a sudden, they've went and shifted their focus elsewhere, and while I do not know as to why, Piccolo adds, I really do not care right now because my priority is to go and help take down Raijin before he goes and turns this entire place into rubble. And so now tell me, how were you all able to go and hold out against this lunatic while I was
you about to find out the hard way, nigga.
As I take it that it didn't go so good, and so do you mind having to go
you about to find out the hard way, bro. Oh my god.
The demon realm that is also also fighting alongside the rest of you there, Piccolo questions. Because you better start talking and fast now, Goku, with Goku responding, yeah, well, that's Kibi over there, the demon that I went and told you about who helped set me free from the demon realm when those dark masters had been holding me, but needless to say, Goku continues,
hey, Piccolo, you might as well, you know what I'm saying, get smaller, fam. Right now, you got big for nothing.
Having to get thrown right back out of it, but regardless of that, Goku says, we weren't able to go and get through and actually being able to hurt that monster, but we think that we may in fact actually be onto something that could lead us into discovering some kind of a weakness within him, but it's definitely not going to be as easy as it looks out here against him either, Piccolo. And so while we may have our backs against the wall here against that freak, we aren't going to stop until we find some kind of a breakthrough, because if we don't go and deal with this monster here and now, then everything is going to be destroyed. But then, it was only within these very moments now before anyone could even have the chance to react, as Raijin was shown having to quickly make his way in and kicking Piccolo out of his
use dynamic entity
away from his God King mountain, was when Raijin went on to quickly respond, impudence, mortal vermin, and to think that an Namekian of your stature is to be seen and having to align yourself with the rest of these little worms below makes me utterly sick to my stomach, and having to see on how many of you there are who are willing to go and throw your lives away, all for the namesake of peace and safety.
There, bro.
Well, let me be the first to go on to tell you then, Raijin continues, that no matter how many of you there are, and no matter how desperately you will go and try to band together in this collective effort of yours to destroy me, you will never truly have the power to create such change, especially so as long as I am here to ensure that you are all destroyed before you can go and be given the keys and sealing my demise. There we go. And so now careful now, as I will not allow for anything to go and happen to either one of you while I'm here. Whis went on to then
MVP Whis.
So now do make sure to not go.
He came to help.
Otherwise, you won't be so lucky the second time around if that were to occur here, Piccolo. But then it was only surprisingly enough now from out of nowhere behind Raijin, as the elite demon Zoro went on to make his presence known in joining our heroes in this battle against his own master, was when Zoro went on to then grab Raijin from behind by responding, that's enough out of you, Lord Raijin, for your very actions are starting to directly affect all of us when having to go and engage these vermin here down below. For I am also now fully well aware of what it was that you had done by not only doing what you did to brainwash the others, Zoro continues, along with myself, into thinking that this was all going to be for the greater good, when all you had intended on really doing here was to simply go and use and send the rest of us off into having to be slaughtered, all in the name of having you already decide to rule without us since the very beginning, Lord Raijin. Well, now tell me something, Zoro. For did you honestly think that your treachery here and having you turn against me was something that would shock me? Or that your futile alliance
you turned against us?
Would shift the tides?
You holding us?
Here, Zoro, because
see what I'm saying?
I both know that this couldn't be further from the truth, for I had anticipated such cowardice that would go and come from you, Raijin continues, from the very
bro, you killed Toro. I don't want to hear it.
Slowly cast doubt upon my ruling, and especially after it was by having to take that final configuration cube from you. But I know that you didn't go and act upon this alone, and so now tell me this, Raijin questions. Was it that traitorous fool Kibi who had whispered sweet lies into your ears and having to go and
lies.
your weak mind and getting you to turn here against me, with Zoro responding, whether it was that wretched Kibi who was the one that had opened my eyes and seen the truth behind who and what you are or not, you are going to wind up in having to drag all of us into an early grave if something isn't done here to stop you, Zoro says. For we will no longer hereby go and continue.
You might want to let him go, fam.
For us to go and do.
You might want to let him go, fam. You're gonna die.
Truly intended on having to go and keep many of us around to begin with, which is ultimately evidence with what it was that I had seen you do when you turned your back on Lord Toro and destroyed him.
Oh, okay, you seen that. Okay, cool.
Pitiful spectacle you've become, and standing alongside these mortals and this angel as though this newly found compassion of yours grants you strength, demon. How incredibly misguided you are, for your sudden loyalty to Universe 7 only serves to further illustrate to me on just how weak and worthless you have grown, Raijin continues, infected by the fragile notion that your fellow demons are worth protecting, when in reality, each and every single last one of you are easily replaceable. And so now tell me, do you believe that these emotional
This y'all
attachments
king.
are a source of your power, because all of you demons should already know by now is that only those who are truly unburdened by mortal sentiment and devoid of such weaknesses are to be given the privilege of their survival within my presence. And since I can now see that you have already abandoned your true nature and loyalty to the throne, this action itself will be your undoing, Zaru. But since I am more than curious to now feel the same level of satisfaction as Merno once did when he was having his
Star Wars game,
while Raijin continues, then perhaps I should go and embrace more of his methodical side rather than simply act upon my already established nature here against you, because on one hand, I just can't seem to go and get enough in having to hear you animals scream in agony while I crush your spirits beneath the weight of my unrelenting power, but on the other, watching you mortals go and align yourselves with both gods, angels, and demons alike only reinvigorates my motivation to slaughter each and every single one of you in such a way where you are not afforded a chance to go and retaliate here against me, no matter how many of you try and stand within the way of my plans, Raijin says, for it almost feels too easy despite with your alliance and having to hold the numbers advantage here over me. But Raijin continues, then of course there is you. And as I have always grown to hate your kind, Raijin addresses Whis by having to avoid one of his strikes by adding, more than any
dynamic
other
entity
within the vastness of creation, and it comes with good enough reason here, Whis, for it was your very own father who was responsible for locking me away when he first did by having Merno go and do his bidding for him. And since that very day, I had always vowed to go and get him back for what he had went and did to me, but you can go and rest assured that once we are done here, will your miserable father and the rest of your pathetic siblings be next to be slaughtered by my hands, as I will go on to ensure that there is no more of your kind that will continue to exist within my utopia. However, while I can begin to sense you having to come from beneath me here, God of Destruction, you are going to know your place by falling in line the hard way, as if you ever even had a chance against me to begin with here, Beerus. And so now go and wait your turn in the meantime while I go and continue to have my way with the rest of your pathetic minions, as Vegeta went on to then quickly dash on up with Goku by then responding, "Bro, curse him, for he's starting to act just like Merno once did when he was shown in having to toy with the solid, so now let's hurry and keep the pressure on him before it's
That's not looking good for y'all niggas, man.
Despite with everyone's collective efforts now having to fall flat on its face, with Raijin being shown having to catch both Goku and Vegeta's attacks, Raijin went on to quickly respond, "Oh, what's wrong, Saiyans? Are you starting to grow angry and seeing as to how you continue to fail in your attempts to do anything within your powers here to stop me? Well, you should be, but
be quiet, nigga. You using ball energy anyway. Be quiet. You cannot talk.
Connect a singular strike on my very body. Your current levels of strength aren't simply going to cut it, as you will need to go and have to be far quicker than that if you think that your speed will be enough to match me here, Zaru. For let this encounter here between us go and sink in for just a moment, and having you truly see as to what you are going up against here, demon,
oh my God.
and back down to the pavement below you both go, Raijin continues. But now that you and I are once again unbothered by the others for the time being, let me go right ahead and ask you now, Goku, what do you think will ultimately happen to you here once I really start to show you as to what my powers are truly made of, Saiyan? Because now that I can start to see on why Merno had decided to go and have his way with you the way he did when he was alive, Raijin continues upon being shown having to knee Goku in the stomach before knocking him back down, and I can now start to fully come to appreciate the levels of torment that he had went and put you all through, which is something that I originally should have went and done myself here the very moment I went and acquired his powers in essence in the first place, Goku. But while watching you squirm around like the helpless little animal that you are can grow to become a bit repetitive when considering your levels of strength, Raijin continues.
Goku, get up!
I'll go and do my best to try and squeeze as much as I can possibly go and get out of you and your little allies here, and that is simply because after all of this is said and done here between us, you will never go and have another shot in having to go and challenge my title as ruler of all ever again. But then it was only just within these very moments now, as Whis went on to then make his way into tackling himself into Raijin, and from there making their way both back down below, was when Whis went on to quickly respond, "You will not be allowed to go and carry these acts out."
Whis always MVP, bro. He been MVP, bro. Like that ass.
Will I only continue to stand and oppose your authority?
Whis training arc.
Defeated, Whis says, and deep down beneath that that soulless heart of yours that beats within, you know that your time is coming and it will come sooner than you anticipate, demon. And as not only will you end up in having to find yourself falling victim to the same deranged mindset that my brother once held, which led to his inevitable destruction here, but you will never be allowed to go and accomplish what you had originally intended, especially not with the configuration cubes and now having to be destroyed as well, with Raijin responding
in his face. Ha ha.
So, and just how exactly do you think that you will go on to
You
accomplish
mad?
such a goal if both you
I'll
and
be
your
good, my
allies
nigga.
are
He would have been
barely
killed me, y'all.
hanging on by a thread
I'd have
of
been
fear
roasting that
against me in
nigga.
this battle,
Ooh,
Angel,
damn,
because
Luis.
maybe you have already forgotten by now, but allow for me to go and give you a little reminder on the force in which you are currently going up against here, Whis Raijin continues. Because in any case, if you don't already know, for I am already well aware of your command over the other angels and gods of destruction to go and stay and defend their universes from my invading forces. As I was able to momentarily catch wind of your conversation with your siblings when you had reached out to them through your staff, and how you may ask,
Oh, you was eavesdropping?
Continues, and that is simply because once I had went and combined the demon realm into having it merge along with the multiverse itself and having to acquire Merno's power, with everything now having to be one with the demon realm, there is nothing that any of you angels can go and try to pull on me from the shadows that I wouldn't already see coming my way, Raijin adds. For no matter what
We used to go get your daddy, man.
try and do, Raijin continues,
Go get your daddy, bro.
attempt to try to stop me will only continue to burn ever so brightly as you
Because he is dog walking, y'all, man.
and after using the Dark Masters and having them go and wish to combine my essence along with my power with Merno's former glory,
Use them niggas, man.
Damage me no matter how many times you try and blindside me from the corners of my very own realm here, Angel. And it's because of these very same annoying tendencies of yours in which you seek to go and continue to pursue here against me, Raijin says, that not only go on to paint a much broader picture and having you be the only true opposition that stands here to face me, but now that I can finally start to see that you are the glue that holds this entire operation of yours together,
like he was last time, MVP.
Come unglued from holding your unified efforts to destroy me altogether, Raijin says.
Whis.
There will be nothing that you can possibly go and do or that you can go and think of that will go on to save you from what you have coming here, Angel. But then, it was only just within these very moments now, with Raijin being shown having to unleash a devastating attack that went on to make contact.
It was clean though, that shit look cool.
Was when Raijin then went on to quickly respond. But even now, in this intimate moment of reckoning against you, I promise that I will go and peel away your existence slowly and ensuring that every nerve and every spark of your divine energy rides in torment as I dismantle you, while also forcing you to go and taste the full bitterness of your arrogance before I extinguish that light of yours forever. You foolish angelic meddler, as I
Whis, are you dead?
now gaze upon the wreckage of your so-called unity, and as each of these worthless
Whis, did you
insects
die?
lie crushed and defeated before your very eyes.
You can't die, Whis. You the MVP, bro. You died, we cooked.
You all were in having to go and believe that a single god of destruction, along with a handful of mortal pests, could ever go as far as to hope to scratch the surface of my divine malevolence makes me sick to even have to think about here, Angel. And since you are all so curious,
Bruh,
and
take that
so
power away
eager
from you,
in
bruh.
having me
You dog
reveal
walking
the
your
depths of
ass.
my true power after asserting that this was all that I was capable of and having to showcase out here against you all, Raijin continues. This has now only resulted in my patience here against you all and finally having to reach its boiling point, and as there is nothing more that I seek to go and gain from having to further punish you all here, since I am now beginning to fully understand and clearly see on exactly where you all stand out here against me, Whis. For now it is going to be your turn, Angel, to feel every ounce of my unending wrath for everything it was that both you and your miserable universe have done here to oppose me. And as I am
had it
going to
coming.
ensure that your suffering is as exquisite as I could make it, because now that you have all fallen before me, I will hereby now set the ultimate example for the entire multiverse to bear witness to, for I will spill your blood and spread your ashes across the cosmos for all to see, as I intend to now write the final chapter to your storied legacy here once and for all, as it was only right then and there now during that moment.
Oh my
Beyond
God.
Dragon Ball Super, Story of the Dark Masters, the official
this was
Merno
a short
sequel,
one.
Manga chapter number 52 special then comes to a close.
That's crazy, bro. Piccolo pulled up and got done up. That's crazy work. Ooh, damn. That's the first. Damn, that's the first one. Oh my God, Weez. Piccolo pulled up and got done up. Kira. Got big for nothing, bro. Toro, you got hold, man. By your own peoples. You hate to see it. You truly hate to see it. Ah, Whis. Dynamic entry. Oh my God, bro. Somebody, hey, go call your daddy, man. Look, see, look, boot to sternum. See, go call your daddy, man. Go call your daddy. It's not looking good, bro. Oh my God. Oh, y'all hey, bro, we getting cooked. Oh my God. 4v1. Nigga, now I'm stressing. Nah, but dead ass. Take that Merno power away from him. We got it. I believe we got it. With the jumping, we got it. We gonna dog walk that nigga. I believe it. I dead ass believe it. That shit carrying his whole legacy right now, bro. But yeah, he would have been killed me because I've been roasting his ass the whole time, bro. You mad? You mad? It's my whoop your ass inside that bitch. He would have been mad. Oh my God, we getting close though. We getting close. I think like couple more episodes. Then we'll be done with the Merno. Then we go in the top 5. I've been seeing the thumbnails. I'm like, oh my God, and I want to watch. I need to watch. I really do. But yeah, go call your daddy. Cause we not winning this fight. You know what I'm saying? Even if the nigga did fuse, we not winning this fight. We not winning this fight. Talking about Goku and Vegeta. We not winning this fight. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit the video up, the like, comment below, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? All that good jazz. Got the Alex, get the 2 milli. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, bro. Bro, these fan mangas, bro. I love them. I really went down the rabbit hole with this shit. Again, I'm trying to remember like the first one I seen. I'm trying to think. Was it? It wasn't Alex. It wasn't Alex because I started watching Alex after I got into Arch's channel because y'all recommended me. Even though I knew Alex was doing fan mangas, I never watched not one yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just, you know, back pocket. I'm trying to think. Was it oh my God, I was thinking that freaking channel. Oh my God. I think it was Kakume too. Before I started doing, I was reading Kakume before I started doing videos on Kakume. You know what I'm saying? When it was coming out faithfully. That was the first part. Damn it. Rising Fist. Yeah, was it Rising Fist? I think it was Rising Fist. So I think I seen Rising Fist first probably. Or some shit. It was, you know, it wasn't a fan manga, it was doing like, you know, story shit, but like still. Could have been ours though. It could have been. It could have been. I don't know. Anyway, I'm yapping. Love y'all. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.